Let's get this thing going.
Check 1, 2.
The Hip Hop Study Hall podcast with DJ Eakin starts now.
About hip hop.
Right? This is an excerpt from a Kodak Black interview. I love African-American women, but I just don't like my skin complexion. Now, if you know anything about Kodak Black, use the computer in your pocket, Google him real quick if you haven't seen him. He's my complexion pretty much, with these dreads everywhere and tattoos everywhere. His next point is, my complexion, we too gutter. Light-skinned women are more sensitive. The interviewer then said that darker-skinned women can be too sensitive, to which Kodak Black replied, no, they too tough. Light-skinned women, we can break them down more easy.
Okay.
Ladies, again, I don't feel like I'm the authority on this. Your thoughts are welcomed here.
Yeah. Okay, so we're not going to take all of our social cues from Kodak Black. That's the first thing. But he is entitled to his opinion. I mean, it's a preference, right? But there's some interesting stuff in what he said about being able to, manipulate a light-skinned girl more than a dark-skinned girl because, they're harder. So it's like, this is his preference, and this is a lot of people's preference, but it's sort of like if you say something enough times, it becomes reality almost. So while we all know, like on a day-to-day basis, we meet people of all complexions that have all different types of personalities, because this sort of thing has been said in the media or expressed by men, especially specifically Black men, for a while, since probably the beginning of time when we started talking about color breakdown of Black people. I think now it's become reality. So then it's interpreted in art. So in videos, normally, the love interest is going to be lighter skinned, unless the person makes a special effort to be like, no, I want dark-skinned girls, which some artists have done in the past. I mean, I know Common, there's been videos where they were like, no, we specifically said we want girls of all complexions. But traditionally, you're going to see a lighter-skinned girl as the love interest in the video, with the darker-skinned girls maybe as support. In movies, you see the same thing. So even though this is not necessarily reality, I think we've made it reality, and it's expressed through art. So I don't know if that's what the answer to the question, but I do believe this exists. And I think it's proliferated through everything we consume from an art standpoint. Yeah.
Bree, you have a thought? Because I have another question just waiting if you don't have a thought yet.
Go ahead. I have a few thoughts, but let me hear the question.
Well, a big part of this post, right? It says that it's what basically what it says is if you read deeper into the post, it kind of blames the white male executive for a stereotype that's been brought forth from even back in slavery, right? And then, Nicole, you make a valid point. A lot of these hip hop videos start with dudes like me, like whether we light skin, dark skin, or whatever. It starts with the Black rapper. Do you think the Black man has just as much to do with this as trying to blame maybe the white executive that was in the office? And I'm cool. Like I said, I want your real thoughts. You ain't got to worry about saving my feelings, because that's why I talk to both of you, because what you say, I value it. So you ain't got to worry about my feelings are not going to be hurt.
I think it trails back to a few things for me. So what I've noticed, at least with Black women, we have a support system where we communicate our feelings and different things that we may experience and go through. Men don't necessarily have that, especially Black men, right? So I feel like they carry a lot of hatred and a lot of different things on their back, and they don't realize when they're operating in even a creative space and they start to, picking these things, it boils down to, do you love yourself? Because I think a lot of the artists who do choose to make a point of, let me showcase my Black queens in all different shapes, sizes, ranges, colors, and flavors, whatever. But I think it boils down to that, because I think a lot of the men who are, when you use a Kodak Black as an example, and, not to be too opinionated, it's just, you got to look at the source. You got to look at the source right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know if he's the best example. I think it would be a little bit more shocking if somebody like Common, D Smoke, these other artists who are you look at somebody like D Smoke, he speaks about his mother in a loving way. He has a good relationship. He speaks about his parents like they are royalty. So you got to look at, kind of look at the background of these artists too, who are choosing to make those choices. So
I know you're trying to get it, all the latest and greatest content from Hip Hop Study Hall, right? You trying to get your hands on that? It's DJ Eakin, man. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, all right? Get the alerts. Hit that subscribe button now.